Hey. Welcome back to the State2dalakepodcast, man. Y'all already know how we coming. You already know I pulled my segment off on the Mentonet Cooper missing case, you know. But I'm glad you guys could tune in back with me. I had a short how could I say that, technical problem with my all my sites, you know. But I'm still streaming on y'all. Got to follow the channel on the YouTube. State to the Lake podcast channel. Y'all have to follow the channel. That's where I be doing a lot of all my things at, and so on and so on. But back to the State to the Lake podcast. Glad you tuned in. Glad everybody tuned in with the Mentonet Cooper case. You guys, is a lot that I could say and there's a lot that I can't say. But I could say this: we gonna try to get her home as safe and possible as we could. We're gonna try to find out where she at and what's going on with her. Ain't nobody out there talking about the situation, or ain't nobody out reached it back to me. So thank you guys for tuning in to the State to the Lake podcast. Now, it's been a hell of a weekend, man. I'm gonna let y'all know that I enjoy myself, and due to a lot of things, I try to just stay away from all negative energy, everything. But today's topic, I'm just gonna put it all out there. You know, I tend to try to put people on a platform and change a few people's lives and better the situation in a person's life. You know, I ain't asking for too much, or I'm not trying to startle any individual. But with that being said, I'm at the level right now and at a point where it's not gonna be no sugarcoat nothing. We just gonna keep it all raw. At the end of the day, we're gonna keep it all raw. I need y'all to follow my new page too. I have a new page on Facebook. It's gonna be Stay to the Late podcast, but I got a few technical problems with my pages. But everything's still streaming on YouTube. You guys have to follow the Stay to the Late page on YouTube in order to follow and keep up with me. So with that being said, it's a lot of our females out here, man, and there's a lot of our males, even me myself. It's a lot of us out here, and I tend to say that we got to get our kids together, man, because if we don't get our kids together, it's going to be a real problem. Because I was just, and I hope everybody took their kids back to school and got their kids back in school. But the thing is, man, we at this stage in our life where we see these people taking things out of our schools, and we won't even take the time out and try to teach our children, man. And when I say teach our children, we have to teach our children, man, how to write. And if our children is not sitting there knowing how to write in cursive, it's a problem. Because when a person tells our children to sign your name, and our children don't know how to sign their name, they don't even know how to write in cursive right now. So our children don't know how to write in cursive, and we tell them to sign their name, they like write in print. That's not cool, because if a person can't sign their name, how in the world is this person gonna be able to sign a check? Is this person gonna be able to, our children gonna be able to read in cursive handwriting or anything? It's called penmanship. We never had that penmanship, and we also never had they not teaching. Let me fix that. We not teaching our children the penmanship, and the schools done took it from them. So it's so much, guys, that we have to sit there and elaborate on. We have to teach our kids penmanship, because if we not teaching them, and your children say sign your name and they sign their name. My son told me I don't know how to sign my name. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. They took that out the classes. So I went and I'd say, let me see if my nieces and my cousins know how to do this. I asked them to sign their name. So it's really like, man, Joe, we have to come to some type of sense and teach our children, man, on how to write their name. Because if they don't know how to write their name, that means they don't know how to read or write. I'ma just say it. They don't know how to read or write. So I told my son, I'ma teach you. I'ma help teach you. I told his mama, man, we have to do something in the nature, because if our sons and our kids can't write in cursive, they can't write their name in cursive, then that's a problem. That's a real problem. That means they can't read. That means they'll let anything go over their head. And we in the future right now, that if you take a device from your child and tell your child to do anything, read, learn, write, anything in that nature, the child can't do it. You know why the child can't do it? Because there's no one taking out the time to help the child read, understand words, write. And it's a lot of things that our church is not learning because of the fact that the teachers is not even teaching. The school's taking things out of school. See, but this is not the topic that they don't want to talk about. So at the end of the day, I'm just enlightening all my black, beautiful kings and queens. Man, Joe, get your kids and teach them. If you don't teach them nothing else, teach them how to write their name in cursive. Teach them how to read cursive handwriting. Because if you sit there and you take your child into a bank or anything, or when he get grown, your child, your daughter, etc., get grown, and somebody tell to sign their name, and they print their name, that's not gonna look good. That's not gonna look good at all. So with that being said, man, Joe, y'all sit there and get y'all kids together and teach your kids. We all need to teach our kids some bright and right. So at the end of the day, that's the lick. Now with this topic with the Bears, did y'all see how the Bears just kicked ass yesterday? Yeah, they spanked. But you know, the other day they spanked. But that's a good thing, man, that we got a team. And the Bears definitely on to something. If we could keep up this good work, we definitely going to be in the playoff trying to make it all right. So with that being said, man, welcome to the State2Dalake podcast, Y'all already know, follow my page on YouTube. We streaming YouTube on YouTube, man. I had some technical problems, some technical issues, but you know I got everything back up and running. And if y'all ain't tuned in to me, y'all need to tune in real hard, because I'm gonna be live like this, streaming on TikTok, on YouTube, on Reddit, on Threadic, on every platform we're gonna be streaming. So with that being said, I want to just thank everybody, man, Joe, for tuning in, man, and watching. And I also want to let everybody that's knowing, all the viewers, the lookers, and everybody, I'm not literally, when I say I'm not literally playing no games about this podcast. And the thing is, I want my people. So with that being said, when the stage gets set and the platform is already up and ready, when the curtains rise and open up, I don't want a lot of entities talking about, man, Joe, this, because the seat is going to be only for special people. The seat, and if you ain't special or you ain't that caliber person, then you know you can't sit on the podcast. You can't have a seat. So with that being said, man, Joe, it ain't going to be no hating. It ain't going to be no none. You want to have a seat. I called all the Transformers out. I called every entity out that I needed when I first started my podcast. You know, so it's a State2Dalake podcast, man. We all winning. We rocking and rolling, man. Everybody know what's going on. Everybody should send their love out to Mentionette Cooper. Tag her. Go follow the Mentionette Cooper case. Try to get her home. Try to get her safe back to her family, or however it be. We just trying to get Mentionette Cooper back home. And on another note, you know, this with self. I'm talking about self now. You know, when you dealing with women, it's women. Now, if I got some queens out there, and I know I'm dealing with this queen, and she's supposed to be my companion, compatible with me and everything. Now, once you do something slick, this with females first, then I'm going to get on the males, even myself. But once you do something out of pocket in a relationship, the relationship is far from over. If you lied, you sneaked, you cheated, you incarcerated a person, you did any of the negative things like that'll ruin a relationship, and you ain't had no communication in your relationship, and that's why I was ruined. But for one, I'm gonna tell you from experience, if a woman called you back to come be in a relationship, try to work it out, or whatever the case may be, it's cool, work it out. But what's the intentions? Is the intentions you trying to get something back? You trying to, man, make something into something, like literally into something that is not gonna never be, and that means you stringing that person on, you holding that person on. My thing is this: we got some foul ass women out here, man. We got some foul ass women out here, and one of them, I'm dealing with one of them, literally. You don't do no backdoor ass shit like that. Like, these females starting to act like niggas. They starting to act like they your enemies. They not acting like they your companion or your lover or your in love with you. They literally acting like niggas. These females acting out here acting like niggas and mans, man. Won't you woman up? How you gonna be with a motherfucker that helped you come up, helped you, and then you sit there and you put a motherfucker in jail, or you leave him, or when he down and out, you kick him? That's just how our supposed to be queens is out here thinking. And then you out here, our queens out here, how could I say it, belittling theyself. You out here in all the inappropriate clothes. You out here not worrying about the right things. Like, literally, what's to y'all women out here? And when I say what's to y'all women out here, we need to do better as a race. Teach your kids, pull yourself up, and not only pull yourself up, conduct yourself as a lady, as a queen. Know who you are. Now, on the other hand, which you have males, me, you got, man, we out here reckless and all type of sorts of stuff. And we don't even know how to treat our queens. Maybe we don't know how to treat our queens because our queens don't even know her place on the board as a queen. She don't know what she's supposed to do to protect the king. So, with that being said, yeah, us men out here, we do this, do that, cheat, all this, but that don't stop nothing from, if you love that person, you want to be with that person, you will never, ever, one time, do anything backdoor to hurt that person. If you love that person, you will do everything in your might to try to make that situation work, try to get the best out that situation, no matter what it is. But by us men and women living in this cold, dark, deep world, and we don't understand the nature of life. You don't understand the nature of feelings. You don't know the nature of caring. Only thing you know how to do, or us as a race, is be hateful. We know how to be hateful to each other. We know how to put each other down. We know how to kick each other, like, to the point where a person will feel like they don't even want to exist, that they don't even want to come around. That's the world we living in today. But you know, I'm gonna break that cycle. You know, I'm literally gonna break that cycle. Me. I'm gonna break that cycle, and I'm gonna start with my kids, because when you starting with your kids, that's where it started at. Because I'm starting to. I got grandkids now, and I wanna make sure they understand the nature of life, because they done snatched all our books out of school. They done snatched the books out of school. They done put this tablet, this computer in front of us. And it's like, man, it's dangerous and it's scary that our kids don't know. Y'all can share this. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. Y'all can share this live. Y'all can send hearts. Y'all can do whatever y'all gonna do to support the podcast. It's Stay to the Lake podcast. I thank you. You saw far so kind. You far so kind. But yeah, back to the nature of, we have to do better. And if we don't do better, it's gonna be real hard on our kids. It's gonna be hard on us. as a race. We already living in this new world order where we got them is sitting there, and Donald Trump is taking over everything, and we already got immigrants and everything that's over here being deported. We got ISIS coming over here. You got the National Guards being deployed to certain cities and states. So like we at a point in our life, man, where we got to wake up, man, and I feel like us as a people, we the people, we have to vote. We have to get our aldermen. We have to get our people that's in control to pay attention to the people that's speaking, because we the people. And by us being a people, man, we have a major voice. We put these people in our seats. We put these people where we want them to be at. So with that being said, man, Joe, I just want to enlighten y'all, man, on all topics and everything. And I want all my viewers and my lookers to know that, man, once you get a platform and you get something good going in your life and you understand what you got, don't let nobody deter you. Don't let nobody send you the opposite way. Go with your gut feeling. And if your gut feeling say, man, Joe, that's the best thing you can do, go be with the best thing you can do. And if that means win and stay away from people, stay away from people. Because 9 times out of 10, half of the people that's around us, they don't really mean us no good. And you won't know that until you get into a situation, and a situation that have to carry you over to your next journey or your next stage of life. You know, you get people like that in your life for a season. You got some people you get in your life like that for a reason. You don't know their demeanor. You don't know nothing. So with that being said, man, I just want everybody to protect their energy, man. And if it's any woman out there, anything that love you or anything, man, Joe, you know, love her back, protect your peace, and don't just try to jump into a relationship head on. And when I say head on, I mean head on. So with that being said, thanks for tuning in to State to the Lake podcast, man. We out. Y'all already know how we coming. Tune back in. Follow me on YouTube. Follow me on TikTok. It's State to the Lake podcast. Follow me. We streaming live on YouTube. That's where all the content is. So if y'all haven't been seeing me on any of the platforms or my pages, you know where it's time now. Y'all got to go screaming. Make sure y'all subscribe. Follow me. Leave a comment in the box. And, you know, thanks y'all for joining in, tuning in to the State to the Lake podcast. Yes, I'm out.